Okay, so this is a Ford Edge. It's the V6 twin turbo. Customer is looking for more sound. He doesn't want an obnoxious exhaust or anything too much, but he wants it more like sound on demand. Well, one of the things he talked about was one of those electric valves that you hook to a switch, you press a button, an electric motor opens a butterfly. Well, past experience I've had, those tend to fail. And of course, to open and close it, it's about 10 seconds to go from all the way open to all the way closed. So to give you an idea what we use, this is it. It's a mechanical valve. It uses the same actuator as what a turbo would use to actually open and close. These are designed to be boost open, which means, as you would guess, you put boost on here and it opens, right? So once this is pressurized, this pushes this, the butterfly opens, there's your exhaust pressure. So this is instantaneous. The second you hit boost, the valve opens. The second you let off the gas, it closes, it goes back to normal. So what our thought is basically do a delete. We're going to do one on each side, but tie it in on this pipe here and then blend it into this pipe so the sound and gas come out the factory tailpipe. Okay, so what we're doing here is you've got your incoming exhaust pipe, you got your muffler here with your tailpipe. That would be essentially the exhaust tip. So this here on a factory muffler is usually, it's usually baffled. The gas has to go like this, breaks up the sound wave, of course takes the noise out of it. What we are doing is bypassing this with an automatic valve. No switches required, it's just basically activated using boost pressure. This car is a factory turbo car, so when the car rolls into boost, the valve opens automatically. So what we are doing here is branching off here, intercepting this pipe here, putting a hole in here. Our valve is going to go here with a butterfly, and then we are going to tie back in to the tailpipe. That way, when boost is activated here, this valve opens, the straight shot here, sound comes right out of the exhaust tip. When you let off the gas, this closes, it forces the air to go back through here, right back to factory sound. And it's instantaneous, no switches, no delay, and no leaks. So we have those valves in stainless and titanium, so if we're going to build an exhaust from scratch, let's say we're going to build a custom titanium exhaust, we can do the similar type of thing that we're doing on this Ford Edge. We can run a large muffler with a tip, make the whole thing titanium, and make the bypass valve before the muffler route around and go back into the tip. That way in boost it bypasses the muffler, you let off the gas, goes back through the muffler. And the beautiful thing about these is they're automatic. Once you set it up, you got to give it a boost sauce or a vacuum sauce, and it's done. You do the drive-in, the valve does the sound. This is the same kind of valve. It's a 3-inch stainless valve. This is for a naturally aspirated, which means when you put vacuum on this, it closes, and when you remove the vacuum, it opens. The ones we're using on the Ford Edge, it's a turbo car, so they're normally closed, boost to open. This is a pretty common valve used by GM, Porsche, Ferrari, even the new NSX uses this. It's an ideal way to go from quiet to aggressive sound with no switches, no buttons, and no delay. So you can definitely hear the car when the valve opens. It has a little bit more sound. Of course, loading it up, in stationary position, you're not going to get the same kind of sound. But it is noticeable in the car, not obnoxious, which is kind of what the customer wanted. It didn't want something that sounded like an open header when the valves actually open. Future plans, if it's not loud enough, we can either remove the resonator and add an X pipe, or even just put 2 smaller resonators just to increase the overall sound. So, hope you like it. If you do, hit the subscribe. You know, see more videos like this. Give us a thumbs up. But of course, subscribe. Let us know we're doing a good job. And again, I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Have a great day.